Hey there folks, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So, since the last episode, there has been an update, and as you can see there's a new building here. Actually, I haven't checked it out yet. Oh, this is their new, well, center for doing different things. It's essentially you can increase funds, research, and public relations by using these different Kerbals here. But I don't think we'll have to use that because we're doing all right. Speaking of which, we should probably try to think of some new things to do. We could definitely plant a flag on the Mun. We would get an insane amount of credits for that. And we know that we can already reach the Mun, and we can certainly land there with our previous craft that we used, so we can certainly accept that. We can... So that's plant a flag on the Mun. We can also explore the Mun. Achieve an orbit around the Mun. Transfer. Land on the Mun. And transfer. So that is something we can certainly do, and we would receive an insane amount of credits for it, so let's do that. Gene Kerman is quite happy that we're doing these things. We can also test a Rockomax engine, but we don't need to do that. Test small gear. Yeah, well, that's all stuff that we can do later. These are easy things for easy money, but we are going for the big things right away in this episode. Alright, we also have some debris. Let's go to the Space Center and see if we can't recover some of that debris. Apparently not. Well, also I mentioned there was an update. Another thing that they did in the update is they've added a couple of parts. We'll take a look at those. Can I just recover these? Yes, I want to recover all this debris. Get some monies from this. Not much, but WTF Bro 2000 debris. Let's gather that stuff up. Is there any other debris? Well, that's a flag. We don't want to take the flag. Booster test rocket debris. We will recover that. And we're up to 200,000 little Kerbal bucks. I'm not sure if 200,000 Kerbal bucks is a lot, but actually it's not, because I know that one of the missions that we accepted will get well over 200,000 Kerbal bucks for doing so. And we also have a new cockpit we could use. Not that we really need to. We could use the Stay Putnik instead of stranding a Kerbal up in the Mun. That might be something to do. But actually, let's see. Let's look at this. If we don't actually have to, if we just have to gather science from the Mun, we might actually just use a Stay Putnik. Otherwise, we'll have to stage a rescue mission for our Kerbal as he gets stuck on the Mun. Because I don't think we'd have enough. We probably would not have enough rocket fuel to make it back to Kerbin. But so here we plant a flag on the Mun. Okay, so yeah, we definitely will need to take a Kerbal. Probably don't want to take Jeb though, because I don't want to strand Jeb on the Mun. We'll take one of the other guys. Let's see here. We need to. That's the one that we're not really worried about. Test radio parachute. Not really worried about that one. So plant a flag on the Mun. Radial decoupler, explore the Mun, achieve orbit around the Mun, transfer, recover data from space around the Mun. We already did that, so I don't know if we're actually going to be able to gather data, but we will certainly try to transfer something. Land on the Mun, transfer or recover scientific data from around the surface of the Mun. Okay, so we will certainly do that. Let's take a look at the new parts that we got from our science. So we have some new rocket engines. I think that one's new. And is it the Poodle that's new, or is it, I don't know. One of those is new. Also control, we already had that. I believe the stability launch enhancers, well, maybe that's not new. This is new. This is some sort of atmospheric thing. Yeah, these are all atmospheric parts, which we may or may not use. And it doesn't look like anything else is new for us. Nope. Okay, so let us load up our rocket. what is it, the Mun Scepter? Or Mun Reacher Mark II. I think this is it. Yep, looks about right. What we might want to do is put some landing gear on it. Especially if we want to actually land on the Mun and not crash. Whoops, we don't need that many legs. 3 ought to be just fine. If I can find a spot to put them. Might have to go with 4 legs, because I don't think the symmetry is working with 3. Yeah, there we go. 4 legs, I know that's more weight than we need, but we're gonna have to do that. Alright, I think this should be fine. We'll be able to make it to the Mun. We'll make this the Mun Scepter Mark... or maybe we'll make it the Mun Lander Mark 1. And we'll have to make sure we don't take our good old Jeb. Let's see here. Where is the Kerbals that we can take? Crew! Jeb, we don't want you. We want Dan Zorkerman. He's pretty stupid, so we will take him. And we want the original crew to not be stuck on said Mun. Alright. Let us go back to the parts. Make sure we have everything set up correctly. Engines firing, decouple. Engines fire. Actually, the engines should fire and decouple at the same time. So, let's shove that down there. Okay, so they'll fire, decouple, and that should be good. Alright, well, let us launch. Alright, let's fly this guy in... Well, let's turn on our SAS first. 3, 2, whatever, let's go. And up we go. So we need to make sure that we send... Let's see here. Plant a flag on the Mun. Send information from orbit around the Mun. And then transfer or send information from the Mun itself. Okay. I think we're going to save this guy for when we're on the Mun, because we're going to get a bunch of data from that. And we'll probably also do an EVA, gather some rocks and that sort of thing. And wow, that rocket is still really loud even though I turned down the volume. Okay, so we're going pretty quick. We can turn down our rocket a little bit. There we go. You know what? Something just occurred to me. I don't think we took the right rocket. Did we? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, we're going a bit quick. Slow down a bit. Let's start doing our gravity turn. Actually, you know what? I think this is the right rocket. I'm thinking about something else. And we can increase our throttle now that we are no longer in the densest part of the atmosphere. And then do a little... can spin a little bit, because the spinning will help the rockets not hit our main rocket when we disconnect them. So let us do a little twirl. And right when those run out, we will disconnect this stage. Do a little bit of twirl. There we go. Perfect. And we can continue our gravity turn. We can actually go pretty steep over in our gravity turn right now because we're going pretty quick. Let's take a look at the map. Yep, we are definitely making it into space, so we can continue our 90-degree burn. Dan Zorkerman is loving it. Make sure we're at pretty much a 90-degree orbit, because we're going to want to make it to the Mun. I wonder if we can actually just burn straight towards the Mun. We might have to do one orbit around Kerbal before we can. Alright, we can actually burn maybe a little bit up, because I want to make the orbit a little higher than 80,000 meters. Alright. We are in space. Nice. Let's take a look. Once we get about to 100 and something thousand meters, we'll wait until we get to the apoapse and then just burn toward the prograde until we reach an orbit. And then we'll do another orbit around Kerbin, and then we'll do the transfer maneuver to the Mun. We'll circle the Mun for one orbit, then we'll land on the Mun, plant a flag, get all said science, and then... oh, I think that should be good. Alright, I think we can cut the throttle here. We're going to wait until we get to our apoapse, and then we are going to burn prograde, or at our 90 degree actually. There we go, and we'll set it right there. So I believe our apoapse is at 119 or 117,000 meters, so we'll wait until we get to that altitude. Ooh, we can go to the Space Center from here. I don't know if that's something new or what. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so pretty close to the apoapse, so let's go back to the 90 degree mark, which is prograde, and just burn full throttle until we make an orbit. And we're making an orbit pretty quick here. We might even have enough fuel to completely transfer to a Munar orbit. Munar. I don't know how you want to call it, but... or how you want to say it. Alright, and we're going to get a periapse pretty soon here, and there it is. Wait until we reach around 100,000 meters, and we'll kill the velocity. 112,000, 132,000. Not a perfect orbit, but I think it'll actually work out all right. Because when we're going to be burning at the periapse, which means we're going to be burning when we're at our quickest, we're actually going to save a little bit of delta V. Alright. Let us do a little orbit. Whee! Make sure we're not... Ooh, what is this? Radial decoupler. I'm not going to test my radial decoupler because... actually, do we have a radial decoupler we can just detach for no apparent reason? I don't know if I put that on here. I don't think I did. No, we could have done one more mission then, but whatever. Well, let's continue our orbit. Let's look. So when we get to about the periapse, we're going to want to burn prograde. Well, maybe right around here is when we're going to want to burn prograde. And let's see here. I want to go to a first-person view right about now. Alright. Don't see them on yet. As soon as we see them on, we're burning prograde. We're not going to use any of those pesky maneuver nodes. Those are for squares. Alright, continue. There it is. Okay. Let's go to our prograde marker. And then we'll lock in our SAS right there, and we're going to burn. Full throttle. Well, maybe not full throttle. We'll burn at that rate. And as our apoapse expands, we'll watch it to see when we can get an encounter with the Mun. And then we'll cut our throttle as soon as we do. And then probably somewhere around here, we're going to do a an adjustment burn so that we can get close to the Mun, because I don't know, sometimes when you get an intercept with the Mun, you'll actually crash into it. We don't want to crash into it. We want to have a pretty low periapse around the Mun. So we'll adjust it so our periapse is pretty low. Alright, and it's expanding pretty quick now, so we gotta get my finger on the stop button. Alright. And intercept. Okay, so the periapse is there. Perfect. Now we can go back into the first-person mode. We can speed on up time until we're about halfway to the Mun. We still have a little bit of fuel left too, so that's nice. Okay, let's slow down a bit, see where we are. Now we can put a maneuver node in here. I just want to see... I don't think I've actually used maneuver nodes in this particular game yet, so let's show you how they work. See here, if we increase this, we want the periapse to be lower, so maybe if we burn a little bit slower, the periapse will be lower. No, actually, the periapse is going to get bigger, so... that'll be a very, very, very low periapse. Maybe 100,000 meter periapse will be fine. There we go. So it looks like we'll burn a little bit. What is that? Yeah, we're going to burn 5.2 meters per second, which is an incredibly small amount of delta V. I think we're going to be burning prograde again in approximately 27 seconds. So let's lock that in place. $16 seconds. And the estimated burn time is pretty much non-existent. So it won't take long at all. 3, 2, 1. Well, let's see. How did that affect our burn? Let's take care of this maneuver node. Okay, our periapse is going to be at 176,000 meters. That's a lot closer than 500,000, so let's continue our trip to the Mun. And once we're at the periapse, we will burn retrograde to bring this into an orbit. Alright, then, yay, the Mun's getting closer, and then we need to get some scientific data from around the Mun and send it. Okay, oop, no, going a bit quick there. I don't want to time warp through it. I've accidentally made that mistake before. Alright. Alright, I think we might do some science from low above the Mun. So let's increase our speed a little bit. What is our speed? 300 meters per second in relation to the Mun. And we're increasing in speed. By the time we get there, we'll probably be going quite quickly. And let's go until we get right about at the periapse, and then we will... well, that's close enough. Yeah, 617, so that's almost twice the speed we were going before. Let us do a little bit of science before we burn. Let's do crew report. And keep data. We will also... where is our comms array? We'll send the data then. How can we send the data? There's another way to send the data instead of just... well, let's actually get into a orbit around the Mun first. So we need to go into our retrograde position and then burn. Oh, there's our comm set. Well, I don't want to transmit the data, otherwise I might not have enough electricity to stop. Alright, where is our retrograde? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Alright, oop. Burning a bit weird right now. And lock in on that position, increase our thrust, and we're going to be orbiting the Mun now. Cool. And we still have plenty of fuel left. Oh, looks like we ran out of fuel in this stage, but we still have an entire other stage to use. So let's decouple this. Whoops, I want to put this in another stage. Well, that's unfortunate. Activate, please. Activate it. Okay. Well, doesn't matter, we're not going to need our parachutes. And if worse comes to worse, we can always repack our parachutes if we think we can make it back to the Kerbal. Alright, now let's send that data that we collected. That data that equals 0, but I think that'll still count. Transmit data. Okay, so we did this. Achieve orbit, transmit scientific data from the Mun, even though we didn't actually get any data from it. Now we just need to land on the Mun, and that'll be it. Land on the Mun, get some scientific data from the Mun, and oh boy. So I think we'll burn periaps, burn retrograde right now. Let's take a look. Actually, you know what? Instead of wasting all this fuel at our periaps, we'll burn at our apoaps. So let's take a little jaunt around the moon, shall we? The Mun, as we say. Those are some big craters. And I know there are different biomes on the Mun as well as on Kerbal, so we can get multiple datas from it. If we still have fuel left, we can rocket around the Mun, gathering data from different parts of the Mun, which is kind of cool. Alright, so I think it's on this side is where we will burn retrograde. We still have plenty of electricity, right? Yep. Because of our electrical solar panels. Well, there wouldn't be any other kind of solar panels, would there? Alright. We're going to be behind the Mun, which means we're not going to be getting any electricity from it. Alright, let's slow down. Let's take a look. Where is our... We're not quite at our apoap. At our apoap. So let's burn until we're at our apoaps. Or not burn. We'll wait until we're at our wait until we are at our apoaps, and then we will burn to bring our periaps down, because we want to land on the bright side of the Mun too. It's really hard landing on the dark side, especially when you don't have lights or a sufficient battery source. Alright. If we aim for here, that should be fine. I think? Yeah, that should be good. Or we could just, aim for the middle. That works too. Alright. Let's burn towards our periaps, which is not this way. Whoop, and there we go. Alright then. Now let's do a little bit of a burn as the periaps goes down slowly but surely. How's our electricity doing? Still have plenty of electricity. As long as you don't send any data by mistake, we'll be fine. And kind of want to land in a flat area too. There we go. Perfect. Now let us speed up a bit. And hopefully we don't botch this landing, because I'm known to do such stupid things as that. If anybody's watched my live stream, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, dear. Oh, God. That almost ended up poorly. Alright, we are going pretty quick, and we are getting close to the Mun. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we're actually going a lot quicker and closer than I thought. We need to burn, like, yesterday. Crap. Because we are really close. Oh, God. This is not easy to control. Yep, this is bad. Stop, please! I think we might be alright. that was a little bit hairy there for a bit, though. Now we need to keep on burning at our retrograde until we come to a nice, complete, and full stop. Okay. Let's rotate this so I know exactly what orientation we're at. There we go. This is better. We are pretty close to the Mun right now, only 7,000 meters above it, and we're going incredibly quick. I hope we can slow down in time. Oh, cool, you can see the repeated textures. Alright. Okay, we're slowing down in time. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. I hope. Okay, we'll slow down our burn a little bit. Alright, so far so good. There we go. Just about nailed it. And now we're pretty much just falling straight down, which means I can put down our gear. gear. There we go. And just, we'll gently fall to the surface then. And once we see the shadow of our craft, we're going to start burning a little bit quicker. Right now we are slowing down very, very slightly, but, oh, yep, you can see our shadow right there, so. And you can actually see the mun rotating beneath us, because we're actually technically stationary, and the mun is the thing that's moving. Alright, we're getting much closer. It's nice that we don't have to use our landing lights. Uh-oh, going a bit too fast there. Okay, we're good so far. Cannot botch up this landing, because that would be a lot of wasted money. And here we are. We're gonna slow down. Want to... There we go. This is a perfect speed for landing. I think we can do this. Danzor is flipping out. He's really happy. He's like, oh, look at this stuff. It's the mun. Sweet. I would be flipping out too. Especially considering it doesn't look like we're gonna die either. And... landed perfectly. Perfectly. I guess we're sitting on our engine, but that doesn't matter. Alright, let us observe the materials bay. Going to keep the data. Look at all that science. We're only going to get 20 of it, though. Let us do a crew report. Going to get 20 science from that. Let us do an EVA. We will EVA report. Keep the data. Turn on our rocket. Oh, there we go. Let us plant a flag on the mun. Plant flag. We also keep the data from the sample. Sweet. Site name. First mun landing. And plaque text. Woot. Yeah, we did it. And we didn't die. Sweet. Okay, let's turn on our rockets. We'll fly back on up here. We will transmit the data. And we'll board it. And we will transmit datums. Transmit all. Yeah, baby. I don't think we're going to be making it back, though. We don't have enough fuel. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think the SAS was keeping us from falling. I should have put the landing gear lower. Oh well. Let's see here. How much did we succeed in all this stuff? Yes, we succeeded in exploring the mun. We succeeded in that, so we are going to get a metric crap ton of data from this. Or, not data, but money. Sweet. Alright, let's take a look. We're going to have to speed up time so that we can get our electricity back. As you can see, it's still sending all the data. And... still sending data. Okay, I think that's done. Yep, comms are done. And now we're finally recovering our data. Alright. Well, I think that was successful. Let us go to the Space Center. Hopefully we'll get some prompts saying that we completed some missions. No? What about this? Aha! Aha! Yeah, we have a whole bunch of money, so that means, what are the archives? Yep, explore the mun. Done. Plant a flag on the mun. Done. Well, I would consider that a fruitful episode, and we have a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, before we end the episode, we should take a look at... okay, so these things are the things that we could be doing, but, okay. Could also do that. We could actually go back up in the... we could actually start orbiting the Mun again and get this as well. Prestige trivial. Get a lot of science from it, though. Might do that next episode. Alright. Let's go to our science center and spend some of our 192 science. Yes! So that's 2 of these guys. If we want it. We could get some more processing, well, more science stuff. Or we could get larger rocket parts. And fuel ducts. Those seem like a very important thing to get. So we're going to get the fuel ducts. And this is 160 science. We're not going to be able to get those. These are the smaller probe parts. Advanced exploration. That would be nice. Eventually we'll be able to get that. Probably don't want the atmospheric parts quite yet. These are Rockomax adapters and stuff. Not really interested in that. Ooh, big old rocket engines. Could use that. I don't know. I'm torn in between the processing lab and the more science parts and the larger rocket parts. I think we're going to go with the larger rocket parts for now. I think that ought to do it. Let's take a look at our space center, see what we have to build with. So now we have these guys. Holy crap, that's a large solid fuel booster. We also have the large fuel tanks with the... I think we only have the large Poodle engine. Nope, we have the Skipper too. The mainsail engine. And we also have the Rockomax Poodle, which I believe you can attach to these guys. Nope, apparently not. That's the wrong one. There we go. Okay, well, so we got some new parts. We have the fuel duct, and we have... well, that's about it. So, I think that'll do it for this episode. Thank you, folks, for watching. There's more exciting stuff to come. I'll see you, folks, next time.